How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here, and we are continuing with Season 4 of Person of Interest with Episode 2 of Season 4. So, excited to get into this. With that last episode, I mean, you kind of got the vibe that it was like a full reboot, wasn't it? In terms, I guess, kind of in the traditional TV sense, but also in a technological, computering sense as well, now that Samaritan, has the world in its hands. So, yeah, but, you have shows that might get rebooted and all of that. Well, this is going into a completely a different direction, of course, in terms of where the team is at, really, with them being kind of fragmented and whatnot. So Harold may have found a new base of operations, a new bat cave. So yeah, but it was very, very interesting to see where our guys were at, really, when it came to, obviously, with Samaritan now in full control, and then being fragmented, having to keep to the shadows. Well, they are cloaked, but they can't. They can't draw attention and all of that. Otherwise, Root's work would have been undone. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. So with that said, it's episode 2 of Season 4 of Person of Interest. Let's go.
Watched.
Oh,
the
new
government
intro.
has a secret system.
We are being watched. Not you are being watched. We.
I designed. You like your eggs room temperature and mildly congeal.
Sorry, Harold. Gotta cancel.
I was just thinking, what a callback.
Last minute paperwork's real.
Understood. Well, it seems a shame.
They were sharing eggs and all of that, handing
Number to keep you company.
folders across. Yeah.
It's enough to achieve perfect grade point averages.
But how many of them become chess grandmasters at the age of 16?
Holy
She played
shit.
3 different computer systems at the same time and won. But in the last 48
That's
hours,
impressive.
she's trespassed.
All the open homicides on our docket. Captain wants you brought up to speed by morning. Welcome aboard, Detective Riley.
Milking this.
Kiss, kiss to you too.
Hey, kiss,
Whatever it
kiss.
says you have 29 seconds. Just checking in. New job and all.
She
So
keeps
if you
visiting
want to
shore.
got this. No burning
And
questions.
she's not
Just
beating
one.
the shoot allegations.
These covers are supported. You can be a good thief, just not too good. Shoot for a B+.
Just
Thanks for the
lower
rising
your
That's what I need.
parameters a little bit. Hold back.
The Nautilus shell?
Ooh. They don't
So
just
that's the problem.
that
All
there's
the
something
classes I
off.
want are subtract or multiply. I'll let my phone do it.
This generation is cooked.
Number.
Oh.
It's multiplication.
What are
Yeah.
you doing now?
Manipulating numbers.
Uh-oh. Playing?
You're cheating off me, is that it? It's not gonna work. You can't beat me. I'm going to win.
When what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Then what are you doing here?
Do you think this is a
You're
game?
tracking me. Help! This man's got a gun!
Oh, wow, that is rude.
Making a mistake.
NYPD, Detective Riley. This man is wanted in conjunction with a case of mine. I'll take him into custody.
Like hell you will. What about my window?
I'm sure this gentleman will be happy to pay for it. Won't he?
Poor Finch. It wasn't even his mess as well.
Detective Riley promised those guys he'd arrest you. Don't want to get flagged for suspicious behavior. Our covers come first, remember?
Oh dear.
Poor Finch being arrested by Reese. Who would have thought it?
Because I believe that you may have received Claire's number because she's a danger to herself.
She pulled a gun on you, Harold. Seems more likely she's a threat to others.
Well, whichever theory is
Whoever's
correct,
gonna try
you
and
need to find
stop her,
Claire before she
really.
does more damage.
Could use your help tracking her
But
down.
that's it, though. Like, yeah, she did pull a gun on Finch. Sure. But whatever harm she might be doing to herself, she's going to apply to others in terms of, I don't want you to stop me. So, of course, she's going to try to push away any kind of roadblock in her path. So, any kind of danger she's in, I will stop at nothing in terms of making sure that whatever goes down, even, if I have to bring down a person or two, just leave me be with whatever this game is.
Here. Detective John Riley, NYPD.
Something happened to my daughter.
Oh shit, he's on Veronica Mars!
School told me Claire left campus 2 days
Dick
ago.
Senior!
Our company said she booked her.
Thank goodness.
Please, detective, if you find Claire,
You'll be the first to know.
I'm suspicious about this
My
guy.
captain calling.
With the curved lines. Conversely, in the second set, the blocks do touch the curves, but there's an additional common element.
There's a different number of blocks in each diagram.
Yeah, okay.
Code
Damn.
tracking. Sometimes you forget I was an international spy.
Fair enough. Now, using
There's your three-pronged arch, Harold. Glen Span Arch in Central Park.
if you want to
That's
talk to
absolutely-
Claire about
this
this
is-
game she thinks she's playing, you'll find her there.
Yeah.
And perhaps the next puzzle.
You still don't want
This
to
is
say no?
absolutely
No, I'm more
intriguing.
useful here.
What the hell?
Harold, she does have a death wish.
What the hell, Claire?
Why did you?
I'm so glad they found you.
That man is not my father.
John,
Oh,
I've scanned the NYPD
yeah, I
research
had a
records on
feeling he
Claire.
was
Her
shifty.
parents died in a car accident last year. She's telling the truth.
This shifty bastard!
It could be one of any number of powerful and potentially dangerous entities. CIA, rogue hackers, whoever's behind it is secretive. And no one seems to know what happens when you...
It's... I don't know why, but... You remember the anonymous voice in, what was it, Last Call, the episode? I don't... I want to say it's... I want to say it's him. But I don't think it is. But you know when you have that want, that burning, like, desire? Because you want a kind of a continuation of that. So, and he was really, really manipulative, wasn't he, in terms of that woman? In order, like it was like he was playing a game in a sense. Although she was always going to be destined to lose. So, but I don't know. That's just crept in my head for some reason. Maybe because, you know, there is a desire, like I said, to have a bit of a continuation, but maybe I'm being a bit too impatient.
See where you found Claire.
You see anything interesting?
Trees.
Was there something in the
Lampposts,
trees?
banners.
Or the... Yeah, there was emphasis
Oh,
on the
wait.
banners.
It's a Nautilus.
Ah,
And the
nice
streetlights are more than
perception.
just a border. It's Braille. The lights are the equivalent
Braille?
of tactile dots. The message. The young woman who wrote those words would never shoot me over a game. She values life too much.
Damn, Finch.
If that's what you think, then you don't know me at all.
She's evolved.
No computer? Isn't that a week's salary for you?
Small price to pay for safety from Samaritan, especially when hacking security camera
He can have
Security
ice
feed?
soup
You want to fill me in?
for the week.
Dangerous game.
Got a few questions for you.
Someone?
First, I'd like to inform you that I've disabled the video streams back here, so no one can see or hear or help.
Damn, Finch, that's kind of
Surprisingly
dark.
lax security for someone of your interests.
Who are you?
He's the guy who tells me when to let go.
This game of yours, what's its ultimate purpose?
To put up the poster. I did it. $1,000 was wired to my account. That's all I know.
Wow,
I
for a
swear.
poster.
I'm going to need to see
Damn.
that email.
And I'm gonna need you to make yourself useful. Tall latte. And you better not give me a decaf.
Harold, I'm at 184th and 3rd. Only place
Oh,
open is
sure.
a black Dangerous. Excuse me, does this thing work? Yep. It's just fine.
Don't move.
He just saved your skin.
No doubt the same entity created the game.
So we've gone up against hackers before?
You don't understand, Mr. Reese. The creator of the game isn't a hacker. It isn't even human.
Wait.
Samaritan.
Oh, no! Shit! Oh, and the fact is, she's seen their faces as well. Finch, Reese. This is perfect. This is perfect in terms of drawing out I guess potentials, really, this game. I'm guessing they're going to try and bring her on board in an effort to kind of put a little bit of a dent into Root's security measure. So, bring her on board. That's it. This game is going to it's not for the weak, right? It's for those who are good enough. If you're able to crack through this, then you're able to join the Samaritan cause, right?
Separate AIs. She'll walk right out in traffic to break a code. She's fearless. And she has nothing left to lose.
Funny. Taking away the chess, I could have sworn you were describing someone else.
You.
Samaritans.
You want to know why Samaritan wants Claire?
Because they couldn't get Root.
Because she'll do anything and everything. That humans must make their own choices.
You have to let
figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
Larry, I told you, stay calm, and I'll grant you back.
She hacks Silverpool's network.
And Silverpool's the name of the private military corporation that you work for.
Oh.
And a college student hacked your network.
Damn, Claire.
Was it part of the game?
What game?
I don't think they're involved.
Hack a private military corporation's network. Trust me, it's no game.
What did Claire do?
They just were, ow, someone hacked our net. We can't be dealing with this shit.
We caught the three of us fine. Well, we're just the first wave. Silverpool's not going to stop attacking until they find out how much that girl knows.
Well,
and kill her.
That's bad news for you guys.
Haven't you noticed none of the letters go past G? That means they're not letters, they're musical notes. Bop, bop, ba-da-da, bop, bop, ba-da-da.
New York, New York.
Nobody can test the
Busco!
fact. Whoever made that puzzle's got good taste.
Just gotta wait for my friend.
Room for one more?
Anyone want to get off?
Code to the Silverpool documents.
Damn. It's a bit dangerous to leave your laptop there, I'm just saying. I mean, it's gonna be sturdy enough, but just imagine if someone eats it.
To kill you.
There was no meaning behind what anyone said because there was no meaning behind my parents' death. It was just something that happened for no reason.
Is that what you're looking for?
The universe being cruel, isn't it?
Meaning?
Well, it's the only thing worth looking for.
Why take them?
And I'm going to win.
You can't say you tried, Finch. Or you can't say you didn't try.
Of course. Can certainly give your life structure, order, meaning.
Security, all that shit.
But it wouldn't be the meaning you want.
It's the only thing I've got.
Claire.
Please, Claire.
Why would you want to help me?
Because I'd like to think there's meaning too.
Had a little elevator trouble. Where's Claire?
She no longer wanted our protection. We did everything we could to save her.
That's it. You can only try and...
Thrown away the key.
Maybe we should have.
No, that's not free will.
So we just let her go?
It's all about choice at the end of the... We
I've
listen to
given her all the
Root.
facts I can.
It doesn't work.
Wait for it.
Give us the file.
Uh-oh. There's a panel there. Great. Great.
Or indeed, the third rail is a remarkably potent source and nearly impossible for the city to trace.
Nearly impossible. Oh my god! Here we are!
In spoofing half of the web addresses on the west side, I created
A secure way to get online. This is a new base of operations.
This is the new Batcave!
I'd originally intended it for you and Miss Shaw, but in light of recent developments,
Finch, are you telling me you're
Back?
Back in the game.
I know that you have our backs, Harold?
many thanks, John. But we haven't time for pleasantries. We have to get to work.
We are back. Ooh. It's good to be home. Well, the new home, really, isn't it? But, I mean, it's going to be so... obviously, it's sad, like saying goodbye to the library and all that jazz. But, I kind of had a feeling that he was going into some kind of subway area, because we kind of got the tease that it was going to be a new base of operations for the team. And it kind of looked like it was an abandoned subway station or whatever. But just to see it in all its glory is just like, oof. Beautiful. Beautiful. Man. Absolutely great. Absolutely great. It was very intriguing, though, especially in regards to the game that, the game that was happening in regards to recruiting Claire to Samaritan's cause. They couldn't get Root, so they went with, okay, well, you're lesser Root, okay? So... you're the anti-Root, basically. Yeah, I mean, it was a very, very interesting situation. The problem is, she's seen their faces as well. Reese and Finch. So I don't know if that's going to come back to bite us in the ass later on, but very intriguing stuff. Well, I had a lot of fun with that episode, that little game that we were on. So, yeah. It was pretty interesting because I was wondering what was going on with the whole Nautilus thing and the game that we were partaking in. So, yeah. And it was just pretty thrilling because even when it was revealed to be Samaritan, it just puts things into a bit of a higher gear, I would say. Now, there might be the case that some people might think it might have been a bit predictable, but whether that's the case or not, it just feels great because it kind of gives you that idea of eeriness, like especially with that message from Samaritan at the end when Claire completed the game, really. I will protect you now. You know, that might seem sweet and all to some people, but... you know, this AI shit is not fooling anyone. So, it kind of has that kind of creepy essence, like, oh, I will protect you now. And, you know, obviously there is a sense that free will might not be a thing when it comes to the Samaritan, whereas with the machine, maybe. So, especially when it comes to the choice that was made at the end of the day in regards to, well, Claire chose the Samaritan route rather than going down the path of that will offer less damage, I would say. The path of free will, really, because at the end of the day, they had to let her go because of the choice that they gave her. So, whereas they led you. They just led her. Samaritan just led her onto this path and all of that, this game and all of that, and it's so eerie because she has nothing left to lose, as Root pointed out. She is completely alone. She's got no parents, and Samaritan's taken advantage of that, really, to give her purpose, to give her a new lease on life, really. And it's just scary because of the fact that they are trying to take advantage of this vulnerable girl. So, whereas with what Harold did and all of that, it was very important to, think about the right thing to do, and that was to give her that choice. So, and that's it. Some people just are not going to want to be saved at the end of the day. It sucks, and there is going to be that instinct where you're just going to kick yourself in the gut, but that makes the difference between Team Machine and Team Samaritan stand out so well. I don't think Team Samaritan are as empathetic when it comes to a situation like Claire, where as I've pointed out, they've just taken advantage of someone who is a bit more lost in life. And they're trying to give a new purpose. This like, you could be a very important figure in the future, because that's it. Samaritan are fighting for the future. But at what cost, right? But when it comes to cases like Claire, it's an easy win because she has nothing left to lose. So yeah, and Team Machine, they could see that, but some people are just not wanting to be saved, and they have to let her go and allow her to make her choice. So, and it does give you that little bit of hope in the end of the day that, yeah, we did lose Claire to Samaritan, but it's not like Team Machine has given up in any degree whatsoever, and there is a little bit of hope in terms of, well, they can offer that, free will and all of that. So yeah, and it was really, really amazing to see Fidge try to come towards Claire with so much calmness, so much he was just so calm towards Claire, and it's gonna be rough. So yeah, but it was just very interesting to see how things came about with this game. It was just a lot of fun. It was really, really amazing, and I just love the fact that they did paint the idea that, well, she was like Root, eliminating the chess aspect, of course. So yeah, but she was and we know that Greer did try to recruit Root late last season, and Root wasn't having any of it. If anything, he was trying to roll her back in terms of her version, in terms of I guess regressing to her default setup. So yeah, but if anything, it's not all. It's not exactly a lost cause for Samaritan. I mean, they still have a very, very tight grip on the world at the minute. But of course, you want to aim higher. So, and again, it's not a lost cause, and Claire is a fine replacement. So, yeah. But yeah, it was just very interesting to not just go into this whole episode and follow this game, really, that Samaritan have put out, and even go even as far as, not just boosting their cause in terms of recruitment, but also in terms of weeding out the weak, I guess. So because you're going to have these other companies try to rise up, and Samaritan will knock them down a peg. So yeah, so it was just really, really great stuff. But it was also very interesting to see Finch being in a very difficult place. I mean, obviously, last episode he was in a very difficult place in terms of old habits, right? In terms of having, there was this hope that he would return to the numbers, that he would, go back to, being on Team Machine and all of that. So yeah, and it's understandable why Finch gave it all up in terms of, you know, survival instincts. Because that's it at the end of the day. It was all about trying to survive in this new world that Samaritan has a hold on. And this he would just be a sitting duck otherwise. So but it was just really, really amazing to see him slowly get back into the game and all of that. Even going as far to saying towards the end that, look, I originally built this for you. Like, he knows that Reese and Shaw are not going to stop. But for him, he is a central piece to Team Machine. The one who built the machine, of course. He is necessary for this fight against Samaritan. And there is a point to what he is doing at the end of the day, and that's what the machine keeps, like, that's, Root needs to be like, I just love the idea that, for some reason, I get in my head, you know, that whole pedantic, side of things to a family where it's like, hey, can you tell this person that this person said this? Like, hey, Joe, like, for example, hey, Joe, can you tell Sarah to pass me the salt and all of that? It was kind of like that kind of vibe for some reason when Root was like, she's not, like, when Root had to speak for the machine and all of that, and the machine was going silent when they had when Root and Finch had their little discussion in the car. For some reason, that's just an analogy in my head, but it was like, it's still giving Finch a choice at the end of the day, but it's fundamental. He needs to be involved in this, and that's the point, really. He needs the machine needs to tell Harold that, look, you're fundamental to this whole thing. Like, if you want to stick to the shadows and stick to survival instinct, okay, whatever. But I need you to be in the game. So. Yeah, but it was it was just very, very interesting as well, because of the fact that they had to follow Claire. They had to be involved because there had to be a point to saving her from the militia company and all of that. But they ultimately had to give her a choice. So it was just really, really interesting stuff to see. So ultimately Finch caving and all of that, and it was just really great. So yeah, and it's just really, really amazing to have that moment where Finch is starting to understand his purpose in this, I guess, this new world, really. Whereas John, a long time ago, was trying to find purpose, and that's what, and ultimately fell into this whole shebang in the first place. It's now Harold's turn, really. So yeah, and Harold again is fundamental because, in the end, if we have any chance of letting life persevere, if we have any chance on hoping that this world will fare better, we need Harold Finch on board. So, but that is not for the machine to decide. So yeah, and it's the same when it comes to Claire. The machine can't dictate for Claire to choose the right path. I mean, Samaritan will groom Claire into going into their cause and all of that, but the machine is not going to be very dictative on where Claire is going to go. And it's the same with Harold. They've got to make their choices on their own, because free will is a thing that is going to be stripped away by Samaritan, and the machine has to offer that little bit of hope, really. So yeah, so it's just really, really amazing to see Finch back into the gradually get his way back by understanding the point of it all, really, when it comes to this whole shebang. So it sucks at the minute, of course, but yeah. But I mean, that's it. There's got to be hope with the machine, with Team Free Will, I guess, because going back to another show, Supernatural. But that's it, though. They are Team Free Will at this point, because Samaritan will just control humanity, basically. So, yeah. But yeah, it was just really, really great. Like I said, there was that just creepy vibe towards the end with Claire and Samaritan. So yeah, might look sweet on paper. I will protect you now. It's not. It's not. It's just giving you that creepy aura, isn't it? That it's gonna dictate you and all of that. So yeah. But it was just really great stuff in terms of. But my worry is that, you know, Finch and Reese, they are at risk, really. So yeah, I mean, they're already at risk anyways if they keep meeting, if they keep bumping into each other. Like Finch had to play the arrested victim and all of that. Although that was wild to see, but he had to put on a show for Samaritan. But my main concern is, well, Claire's seen their faces, of course, so yeah. And ultimately, there is going to be an inevitability that the cat will be out the bag for Samaritan in terms of, hey, wait a minute, why did we not pick these two up earlier, or these four, should I say? They will break through the facade that Root has set out in terms of protecting the identity of Team Machine. But already we are cutting it a little bit too close, I would say. So, yeah, but I am looking forward to see where the future does take us for this season. But that was a very fun episode. So, yeah, but I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!